Final, we could have, for the first time ever at Summernats, a husband and wife first place in each.
That could be the way it goes down as well, couldn't it? With Brad Gilby King didn't make it in the Masters wildcard. Well, he had a wildcard, he couldn't get through, but it's time now for the 400 cube Norfolk Engines LS to get on the side in Hamilton. Hammer time is somewhere in the corner of the burnout pad and can't get out. Come on, cheer him on here at Summernats. But big cheer now for Brad Gilby and Brett Gilby as they get out. That car will be back on the Burnout pad after 3 p.m. this afternoon in the Burnout Masters. From memory, it's position number 8. Brett Gilby is in that 15 car shootout. That car's got to do more laps and tyres than anyone else at Summernats. I've seen it up and down Skid Row. It's double entered in the Burnout comp. You know, Brad Gilby's fantastic. Everything on the Burnout.
Hashtag relationship goals. Of course, I'm really
Bit of a pause out there, maybe lost in the smoke up against the barrier, but sounds like it's still going. Grabbing reverse by the sounds, but out on the pad, and the crowd can see more than we can from our vantage point. Smoked out until then though, Dave. How much smoke to produce? Now we are very close. Trying not to make contact as he manoeuvres that car to get it started again. Who wants to see the tyres finished up here? The World Cup Burnout pad. out there, that 403 cube methanol fed V8, absolutely.
Craig Bailey in Imposter down here. Outlaw Motorsports for...
Wow, the noise has gone down. I can't tell if the tyres are gone because it is so smoky out there in the rod shop burnout pad. No, it looks, from our vantage point, is there air in those tyres? Has he just smoked himself out on the burnout pad? Can't see where he's going.
The side skirts definitely look like they're sitting up off the surface of the rod shop burnout pad, which says to me those rear tyres are still inflated.
I think he is just scared of the dark. There. Now he could have just said, I've had the stoppage, I'm not going to win, I haven't got the points, but hey, I am here on the Rod Shop Burnout pad at Street Machine Summernats 35, gonna end on a...
Right, I love it. It's Ingold now who's coming forward. We love to see the boost. He's got the flappers on the exhaust too, so he can scream out, Craig Ingold. And he loves to do the donut in the chute.
He's got the little mailbox on the front. Craig Ingold in Gus Boy. He is going to send it.
The skid as he started with a donut in the entry chute. Now he's fired it back up there, but the interesting thing is going to be is whether he's left himself enough room for the barrier there to spin it around without reverse, which is of course a deduction in the judge's eyes.
This is a car that can turn around in the entry chute straight off the start line, so I think he's going to have the ability to do that. Takes it nice and neatly, no reverse required. That was an impressive effort from the little Ute. He definitely did send it.
Go, Gus boy.
We're expecting it, weren't we? Straight in the empty chute here. Had to get the donut done nice and early, set it in. There was a couple of moments around the burnout there where it just sounded like it lost power and maybe got off boost at some point. You see there's a little dull moment there, the instant smoke not quite there.
But he went hard yesterday. Let's see what he's got in the finals. Nice rhythmic troll stabs there for Jake Mapston, putting it on for the crowd in the exit chute. Out for the celebration. Oh wow, look at the smoke scores there. There was a moment on the Starlo where it looks like he might have back used for a second there. Straight back into the ground and gave it all the RPM. Made it all the way down to the exit chute as well. It was a big car. Didn't lift high as often as still smack. Burnout championship winner. Can he do it again? Couldn't make it here last year with the border closures. But of course it is Anthony Page now coming forward in this gorgeous HZ Ute now. Blown small block on board. He can steer. He loves coming to Summernats. It's Pagey.
options here this weekend. Anthony Page and Pagey. That's how you use the whole pad. What do you reckon, Dave?
Yeah, personally, one of my favourite wild cards there, maybe.
I tell you what, if he can get himself another championship win, that'll be his second time.
It does have a NA LS1 under the bonnet, but war speed built, so I can guarantee we're going to see some big revs here for this 98 fill twin high-rise 850 Hollies on the top. So Carvey beat LS1 and listen to it roar straight up on the limiter. Brevin Stapleton, let's go! Brendan Stapleton there in Poppy. What do you reckon, Summernats? Whipping it around for a big rim skid there through the middle of the pad. That BYU making plenty of noise with the war speed built V8. Still another whip around for the boys before he gets off the pad there to make way.
Plenty more action to come for you. This Street Machine Summernats 35 down here on the Rod Shop.
Blown LS combination now. HBR Hater. Heat Medley.
thing went wild yesterday. Let's give it up for foreplay. Oh, big puff of steam immediately there as soon as he got on the throttle.
What I'm seeing there is the passenger side tyre wasn't moving. Although we saw that yellow smoke, it might have been carrying because they didn't drive. Maybe we're seeing a gearbox issue there.
Yeah, it definitely could be, because you're right, it came up from one side of the car. Let's look at the replay. They were sort of moving, but it straightened the car out, and then you'll see a big puff of fluid there. Yeah, I reckon you're right. That looks like trans fluid over the headers.
Oh no drive, and it's your opportunity. We thought he'd just given us the foreplay when it came to qualifying on Saturday, or was it Friday? I think he was out, but unfortunately couldn't get the job done today in front of this big crowd.
Cool work here there for ATS Automatics, tyre torturing transmissions. I love those side mount blowers hanging off the side of a 202. It's just such a unique look, and they sound unreal as well. Numbers letting it extra the top here in purple smoke. Here is the Rock Shot Burnout pad.
Automatics. He is the man to go and have a chat to if you want to build a transfer case that can take an absolute flogging like he has just done.
Fire is coming out, just to see a little bit of black smoke coming out from the back there. Yeah, looks like one of the rear tyres there is still torching a little bit too hard.
He's done so many burnouts as well here at Summernats and around Australia. They normally put this car through places no matter where they go. We know he's going back to the car. He's slower on earlier. Nothing wrong there though, just a little bit of amber, a little bit of flame from the back, all the heat from a nice warm Sunday at Summernats. Straight back on, but we'll get him down to the far end, down the far end, and we'll come up dragging them all the way up the burnout pad.
That car's just happy, isn't it? It's happy, it's had a great stint.
1,000 horsepower, and then let Tristan's words. He's ready to let it eat out on the pad. Let's go, Richard! Whoop, maybe a false start there, but it hasn't rolled forward yet.
But it's having dramas revving, and that's going to be an issue. It's still running. I can see it turning over there on the blower belt. Every time he goes to rev it, though, something stops. Now he's got a back drive.
final run.
Yeah, plenty of mischief here.
He shut it down, it was nothing. 18 days to throw together. He's got his mates for a blown LS in the front rails of it.
Absolutely torched on the back of wreckage there. Fires out having a look, but it looks like it hasn't put itself out as soon as the throttle was rolled off.
Well, it was a big enough blame that our officials thought we need to stop this garbage. His face coming back towards the entry chute. Who wants to see him finish the tyres up the fire? He's leaving the burnout pad. Make a bit of noise for Hayden Stapalia. Burnout there from Wreckage. And Matty, you were saying it's actually a borrowed motor that
Power though. There it goes, clean it up and let it in. I think we might have succumbed to some mechanical fatigue. I think in this go we sort of struggled to get that big RPM on the start line and was trying to turn over, and then it just looks like maybe stuck in the lower gear. We're not seeing as much tyre smoke coming out as we did during his qualifying session with Jared Boyle, but he's down there in the car. I think he's just rolling forward now as the ground slopes away. Our officials will check it out. Maybe he can get it going, but we're looking over and are we seeing the Triton of Doom?
Jared will be gutted. That car is tapped. If Lincoln's had enough, more safety officials running out now just to check that he's okay, maybe give him a little bit of a push.
It's tapped out, that's what it's done.
That is the Triton of Doom. It is on its way.
While we get tapped off the pad, we're going to go to a quick ad break on the live stream. We'll be back shortly with one hell of a good looking purple Commodore on the start line. package LS1 making that 400 horsepower. Michael couldn't believe this. Drives the absolute nuts off that thing. We love it. It's all topped out too because the paint on that thing is superior in the sunlight. The candy red it is, and of course not scratching up. And just having to get the money. Really get into it.
early there, and Hunter, he was hunting those rims. Has not quite got the rubber off though. And track staff making sure he's nice and safe. They had a bit of concerns apparently.
The blower on, it's not a huge blower, it's like a 671. See those orange liquor flames come out of the rear of Felony now, and the back bars look a little worse for wear as it melts down to the ground, just idling away as our crew coming out do a fantastic job. So quick to jump out on the pad.
Good as well, they're out there with those CO2 extinguishers, so not worrying too much about the powder or anything under the cars. Very much caring about the condition of these cars out there for burnout. They're having a look over, but look at that floppy rear bar. To hear that, especially from any of our competitors, but that sounds very mechanically wrong. Yeah, when you get it from full noise to shut down that quickly, you know that something's gone on there. Didn't sound quite quick enough to be a full seizure, but definitely lost power. Hopefully something silly like loss of fuel pressure rather than actually an internal mechanical issue, but they're having a quick chat now to see whether or not Nathan Lewis will be able to move this Buddy's Fire ute off the pad under its own power.
Yeah, love to see Buddy's Fire support him as well.
Iron block 6 litre, it makes a hell of a lot of power and puts on a great show. We've seen Phil V do very well during qualifying. Let's see how it goes in the final. Let's go,
It's got a reminiscence of last year where we saw him try and turn the car around, stab the throttle and went back past the start line and made contact with the barrier. But he's got so close, I think. Now we're going to have to grab reverse. He's going to be a little bit nervous after that, especially coming back down the entry chute as we throw a bit of rubber there, and one of our lucky crowd members gets to take home the souvenir.
seven smoke clear.
He's sitting there on the rod shot burnout. It's been Chris who's been smashing Skid Row. Now it's time to let the LG automotive
Struggling to pull top gear there. Got first okay, second okay, but then up and struggling in third, and a look. A few XR6 turbos getting around. We even saw a supercharged 6-cylinder Falcon before, but for a naturally upgraded one, Robert Wheeler Knight really knows how to drive it. Let's go Falcon, oh! The judges about this car specifically, and they're really impressed us.